Hello friends, today we're going to be creating a beautiful watercolor monarch butterfly. Raise your hand if you've seen one of these beautiful butterflies before. Did you know that each fall, as the weather gets colder, millions of monarch butterflies in North America make a journey of thousands of miles to Mexico or California, where they live for the winter. Today, we are going to make a monarch butterfly of our very own. Our butterflies will decorate the hallways of our school to celebrate this journey. Now let's get started. Our supplies include a black and white crayon, yellow, orange, and red watercolor paints, a half butterfly template, making sure we put that half of a butterfly against the fold of our paper so that when we cut it, it opens up into a beautiful butterfly. So score the edge of your paper really well and make sure it looks like a book before you put your template down. Now, line your template up with the fold of the paper and use your crayon to trace around the edge, like this. Now when you open up your paper, you can see that when you cut it, it will open up into a butterfly. So start at the bottom, go all the way around the butterfly at the top, but don't cut that middle of the butterfly out. When you use your scissors, it's important to mostly move your paper and not the scissors around. It makes you have much better control of where you're cutting. After you're done cutting, you can open up and see you've created a butterfly with equal sides. Now we're going to create the body by coloring in the center of the butterfly with our black crayon. Now it's time to add our dots. Our dots will be on the bottoms and the tops of the wings, but we're just going to add a few. So make some circles on the top of the wing, the bottom of the wing, and on the same side, make the exact same number of circles. Now it's time to draw our black outline. Make sure you don't cover up your circles as you take your crayon around the wings of your butterfly. But butterflies have 4 wings, not 2. So let's make sure we draw that curved line through the center of our wings. There we go. And now we color in the edges of our butterfly with our black crayon. Like this. And now it's time to draw our symmetrical veins on our butterfly. Symmetrical means equal on both sides. So let's do our best to try and match the right side with the left side. And remember our white crayon, we're filling in those dots that we created because the white crayon will help resist any paint from getting in those dots so they can stay white. Are we ready to watercolor? I think so. First, we're going to activate our watercolor paints by gently adding some dots of water onto our red, orange, and yellow paint. We're going to be using a method called wet on wet. So we wet our paints and then we wet our paper. So get that water all over the side of the butterfly you're going to be working on. And then we'll start dotting paint onto our paper, just like this. Watch those watercolors spread across the paper and start blending together with the other colors. How beautiful! Notice that our black crayon lines are resisting the paint. This keeps our paint on the white paper only. And if you get a little bit of paint on the black area, Just use your finger or a tissue and it will come right off. But even if it doesn't, and you still have some areas that accept the paint, that's okay. This butterfly will still look beautiful. And you're done. What a beautiful butterfly. It might look really wet now, but when it dries, it's going to be a beautiful butterfly that may remind you of stained glass. Don't worry about the drips, you won't see them later. I hope you had fun. I can't wait to see what your butterflies look like.